I welcome you all with my love and respects. I'll answer the question and then enter into the next sutra, today's subject. It's a 91st verse in the second chapter, 40th verse. 91st sutra in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, in second chapter, 40th verse. Sauchat swanga jugupsa parair asansargaha. Sauchat swanga jugupsa parair sansargaha. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as, when he is established in internal and external cleanliness, there arises in him disgust for one's own body and desire for non-intercourse with others. Swami Prabhavananda translates as a result of purity, there arises indifference toward the body and disgust for physical intercourse with others. Swami Sachidananda translates as, by purification arises disgust for one's own body and for contact with other bodies. I'll try to translate in my own way, in my own style. Sauchat swanga jugupsa paraihi asansargaha. I differ only in one place with the orthodox translation of the sutra. Sauchat, owing to purity, establishing yourself in purity. Swanga, your own body. Jugupsa, this is the word I differ. The orthodox translations, many of the acharyas translate this jugupsa word as a aversion. Disgust. But I'll translate this word as distancing. Understand? Now the whole meaning is different. The orthodox traditional way, many people translate this word jugupsa as disgust, aversion. But I'll translate this word as distancing. So the orthodox translations, many acharyas translation says, if you establish yourself in inner and outer purity, you will have the disgust for the intercourse with other bodies and you will be disgusted with your own body. That is the rough idea many of the translators are trying to give. I can say this one misunderstanding has created the worst sin of Indian spiritual religious tradition, untouchability. This one misunderstanding, that jugupsa being understood as aversion, disgust, This idea is almost like a thorn inserted into the Indian conscience. This idea is responsible. This misunderstanding is responsible for the whole untouchability and all the sufferings India went through because of untouchability, and destruction of Hinduism because of untouchability. And the Western civilizations used this as a weapon to destroy our Hinduism. Somehow we gave a weapon for them. This misunderstanding they caught, and they tried to destroy the whole Hinduism. Anyhow, now it is time. Let's remove that misunderstanding. Sauchat swanga jugupsa paraihi asansargaha. If you are established in purity of your own body, you will distance from your body and the physical relationship with other bodies. I'll try to translate. If you are established in the purity of your own body, let me define the word purity. Do not mix the indriya and the parts of the body, organs of the body. That is what I exactly mean by the word purity. Please understand. Your eyes are not seeing. There is an indriya called chakshu that sees through the eyes. Chakshu is not eye. Please understand. Chakshu is not eye. Eye is an organ, part of the body. Something else sees through the body. Having the awareness, something else is seeing through the body is purity. Saucha means like a tamarind fruit. Ripe tamarind fruit lives inside the shell but untouched. Same way, live inside your body untouched. Knowing clearly, you are looking through the eyes. You are looking through the ears. You are looking through the tongue. You are experiencing through the body. Suddenly what will happen, you will learn the signs of joy. Understand? When you are aware that you are looking through the eyes, you will suddenly know what all gives you joy, and you will be able to create those same signals inside your chakshu without even those scenes. You will not be doing trial and error and wasting half of your life. I tell you, 50% of your life goes to find out what is that which gives you the repeated joy. By the time you find out what is that which gives you repeated joy, you are in some other department, some other profession where the joy is never available. If talking and proving your ideas gives you the repeated joy, by the time you find out the truth, you are already in the medical profession. If healing somebody gives you the repeated joy, by the time you find out, already you are in a legal profession, where you are supposed to be hurting somebody every day. Not somebody, everybody. From morning till night. If creating something is going to be giving you the joy, by the time you find out that already you are in the stupid profession of police, where you need to be destroying everything. Sauchat. Being aware that you are living through your body, then naturally you will know the signs of joy. You will know what is the scene again and again brings joy to you. Very quickly, actually. If you have the saucha, what gives you joy, you will find out within a few weeks which scene repeatedly brings excitement to me. Then naturally you will not waste your energy in running around and doing trial and error method. Which music, which sound brings joy to your ears? You will not be wasting your time running around. Which taste brings you excitement again and again? You will not be running around doing trial and error. Be like a tamarind fruit inside the shell. Always feel, yes, I am inside this body. So all these senses I am using. I tell you, every space where you experience, there is a liquid. That liquid will become alive. If you understand, you are using that part of the body. I think if you understand whatever I am saying, you will understand the signs of pleasure. Whenever you feel pleasure in the tongue, the whole mouth becomes watery. If you just bring the awareness that you are using the tongue, again it will become watery. Means the pleasure of the tongue is repeated just by the awareness and purity. Saucha brings internal pleasure, so that the distance from the external pleasure happens by itself. Understand the orthodox misunderstanding and the right understanding. The aversion of the body cannot take you away from the intercourse with other bodies. Understand? I am revealing one of the deep secret. If you have aversion towards your body and the other body, you will just get into pornography. You will get into the violent sex. Person who is more and more disgusted about his own body and the other body will not be able to suppress the desire for sex and will not be able to overcome the disgusting discussion he has for the sex. That fight will create perverted, the ugly fantasies which is responsible for porno industry. Misunderstanding of this sutra is the base for untouchability and porno industry. In the East, it has created a base for untouchability. In the West, it has created a base for porno industry. One of the worst thing East has vomited to the world, the poison East has vomited to the world is untouchability. The poison West has vomited to the world is pornography. For both, the misunderstanding of this sutra is responsible. Saucha is not supposed to lead. Saucha means purity. Purity is not supposed to lead disgusting or aversion towards your body or other bodies. No. If you are disgusted about your body and the other body, naturally that disgusting feeling, aversion, cannot lead you to Brahmacharya. How can that lead you to the non-intercourse or the non-touching of the other body? No. Try to hate the body. The other day I was reading a book. I'm really sorry to quote that book. Anyhow, I'll not quote the name and the author. The book gives you the technique for Brahmacharya to visualize your body is made out of flesh, bone, marrow, blood, and the female body is also made out of flesh, bone, all the dirty things. Visualize this, you will become Brahmachari. I thought, oh God. Why visualize? All the doctors they know, they even cut and see. It's not that all the doctors they become Brahmacharis. No. Aversion or disgust feeling will not make you Brahmachari. It can suppress for few days. If the hormone level is rising, all this discussion, aversion will break and it will be like a broken dam. The flood will go out. That is the moment all the perversion comes out. The romance will be lost in the physical pleasure and it will be intense animalistic perversion. The base of porno industry. So the saucha and the word jugupsa need to be understood very clearly. Saucha means not just continuously washing. Patanjali is not promoting or making you to become washing mania. No. I know how many washing manias are there in the planet Earth. Just misunderstanding this one sutra. God. In South India especially, there is some orthodox communities and on morning till night, washing. Even I have the trace of that. Because I was brought up in that orthodox understanding. Still, I will not touch my clothes before taking bath. I'll walk slowly and go and take bath. After taking bath, when I come out, I'll sprinkle water on everything which I touched before the bath. Only then I'll pick up that cloth. I used to think, oh God, even after enlightenment, this conditioning is standing. Then this saucha, what deep conditioning it will be. Of course, nowadays it's not there. Nowadays I am managing. I only keep how much is necessary for cleanliness. Simple cleanliness. Anyhow, I don't want you to be dirty to the extreme. And neither the extreme, this orthodox washing manias. Now I know in some families, after the cooking, they will wash even the gas cylinder. No, really. My grandmother and all I have seen, they will dry the cloth on a rope, and after taking bath, they will come and touch that cloth with a stick and take it and sprinkle little water on it and wear. The saucha is not being washing mania. Keep your body clean. That's great, no doubt. But that is not all about saucha. Saucha is like a tamarind fruit. How the fruit and the shell live independently, but together. Live inside your body independently. whenever you know you are looking through the eyes, the chemical needed for you to see, the liquid will be more alive, more pleasing. Same way, tongue. Same way, smell. Same way, touch. Same way, the ears, everything. Be inside your body, knowing that you are different and the senses which you are enjoying or using are different. Suddenly you will know the signs of pleasure. What gives you pleasure again and again? You will not be wasting your time in trial and error method. You will just know, oh, this is what gives me pleasure. Then naturally, you will be having that pleasure either without the outside object or with the minimum touch of that outside object. As on now, because you are in the trial and error method, you have 100 suffering, 100 things you need in your life. But if you come to this understanding, understand the signs of pleasure, suddenly you will see 90 things are not required. The sufferings associated to the 90 things will disappear. These 10 things, if you want or not, it will be just a casual, beautiful, pleasant freedom. The 10 things, even the 10 may not exist. You may be liberated even 100%. Or even if the 10 exists, it will be like a play for you. You will not be bound by it. The saucha leads to the non-intercourse with other bodies only if you understand the right meaning of the saucha, that you are inside the body. Chakshu is different, eyes are different, ears are different, the grana is different, tongue is different, tvak is different. Chakshu, tvak, shrodra, grana. These are all the different energies with which we use the senses. When you understand you are using the body, first thing will happen, you will not have intercourse with your own body. Means you know your body is different, you are different. Then you may not need intercourse with the other body. Aversion is the opposite of intercourse. Again, it leads only to perversion. Understand? When you are agitated about your body, you will naturally not touch some bodies and touch some bodies in a perverted way. I know the so-called orthodox fellows who will be keeping some community as untouchable. Only those men they won't touch. Those women they will enjoy. I know hundreds of these so-called high-class orthodox community fellows. They will practice all untouchability, only that so-called low community men. But with that so-called low community women, everything will disappear. I have hundreds of references to give. Understand, the perversion of untouchability and perversion of pornography, both will happen if you have aversion or disgusting feeling for your body and the other body. That is not what Patanjali wants here. Jugupsa word should be understood as distancing, not aversion, not disgust. If you understand deeply, you will catch what I am saying. If you look in and analyze, oh God, yes, it will click with you. Aversion and disgust feeling towards your body and other body is responsible for perversion and porno. You are not supposed to develop aversion, because any aversion will be broken by the hormonal build-up. When the hormone gets built up beyond a level, it's not that you don't remember, it is only a flesh, blood, bone, marrow, fuss. But suddenly what happens? It's okay. All the ideas disappear. And you need to know one thing. When the hormone gets built up, all the ideas of aversion, everything is just thrown out of the window. That idea is not going to help you. If you want to achieve the real Brahmacharya, the non-intercourse with other body, as Patanjali says, asansargaha, you need to understand Saucha in right angle. Saucha is being free inside your body. Just feel you are using this body. You are seeing through the eyes. You are hearing through the ears. You are tasting through the tongue. You are smelling through the nose. You are enjoying the touch through this body. You will feel you are sacred, and the other bodies are also sacred, and you will be liberated from the need for the intercourse. That is what exactly Patanjali means. Patanjali does not mean become a washing mania, hate your body, be disgusted about your body, be disgusted about other body, then you will be liberated from the intercourse. You will become person of non-intercourse. No. I challenge the Orthodox community. Anybody who is liberated from the need of the other person by this disgust or aversion, come on, I am throwing an open challenge. It is not possible. It will only lead to more and more perversion. It will lead to the untouchability of the men of that so-called low community and expressing all perversion to the women of that so-called low community. That is what has happened. Go around and see all those upper class people who talk about untouchability. There will be backside door for them to go out and come back in the night time. No, really. In the daytime, the same backside door will be used for those untouchable community men to come and clean the house and go. The same door will be used for this so-called higher community to go out and come in the night time for different reasons. It leads to only perversion. Aversion leads to perversion. So I am telling you, the word jugupsa, I can say, some of the words, when they are wrongly translated or misunderstood, it creates such big nuisance to the human civilization. And this is one of the biggest mistake happened by the wrong understanding. Once in a very remote, secret, old monastery, which was protecting a sacred scripture, had a monks' conference. In that monastery, they protect the sacred scripture, which nobody is allowed to see. Few hundred years before, they made one copy by seeing and writing. From that copy only, that more copies are created and spread all over the world. One day, the head of the monastery called the monks' conference and started crying. Everybody asked, what happened? No, today I happened to look and read the original book. One letter is missing in the copy we created, out of which many copies are created and circulated. In the original book, there is one letter extra. All the monks said, what is the wrong in it? It's okay, only one letter. We will now add it and reprint and update ourselves. What's wrong? No, it is a very important letter. He said, what? Tell us. The original book says, celebrate. In the copy, the R is missing. Understand? Just that one letter created so much of confusion and destroyed so many lives, led to the misunderstanding. The original book says, celebrate to reach God. The copy said, be celibate to reach God. One letter, one misunderstanding can lead the whole life to chaos. That is why I am saying, sometimes just because it is age-old, you can't carry on with the same misunderstanding. Come on, see this word. Just this word jugupsa. If it is understood as aversion and disgust, what will happen? You are caught in that rut and gone. Your whole life you will just become a washing mania, live next to the Ganges, and you wouldn't have achieved any peace or enlightenment. Beautifully Vivekananda says, if taking bath in Ganges is going to give the liberation, then the fishes in the Ganges should have become enlightened long before. That alone is not going to work. That may help. So jugupsa has to be understood as distancing, not disgusting or aversion. So, I'll continue with the next sutras, the next satsangs. I bless you all to achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, and share the eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.